one really important thing that we see in skill acquisition is the concept of learning to learn, right? Learning how to learn is a skill in and of itself, where for someone that has specialized in one particular thing, they've learned so much of like the individual components of performance that they need to work on that they build what I like to call an acquisitional scaffolding. So they have this like scaffolding, this framework of how they learn tasks that then once you like build that out to a robust degree, you can take that framework and then use it to apply to new things. So when you look at like even with some sports like the classic Michael Jordan learning to golf, right? It's like someone that it has gotten to the very tip top of one domain of performance, it's not going to take them as long to get to a really high competitive level
Him
at a
in
new
him in
task.
baseball too, right?
Uh
Hmm.
huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not going to take them as long to get to not necessarily the same uh, top level of performance, but still to very high levels of performance in new tasks. And that's sort of one of the ideas behind the Street Fighter thing, right? I haven't played Street Fighter before, but I have competed in other games, and some traditional learning researchers or lay people might think they might argue that I would have no advantage learning a new skill because like the new game of Street Fighter is I haven't played that specifically. So like how it's not like you're born, again when you talk about talent, it's not like you're born knowing how to do something or not. Um, so the fact that I haven't done that particular skill, some people would think that that doesn't mean that I have any higher likelihood of achieving a high level. But I would argue that the fact that I have spent so much time learning about learning and learning about acquiring skills, that lets me learn new tasks a lot faster than other people might. So that's was one of the motivating factors for me doing that research project was, you know, I sort of ahead of time knew or, had some faith that I could get to a very competent level based on my previous skill acquisition endeavors. I had faith that I could get to a high level of performance even on a task that I had never done before. And I think that applies not only from video game to video game, but, I feel like with all that I know about learning, I could learn anything. I could learn chess, I could learn violin, I could learn powerlifting, I could apply the sort of acquisitional scaffolding learning framework that I've developed